Hi guys, I'm going to be walking you through today a website that I've made just using the debut theme on Shopify. It's something that any of us can do. I'm going to show you how just with the debut theme and with some little tricks with the code, you can make your website look so nice. Like honestly, I think this website looks nice. Yeah, I did make it, but I think you will think the same too. A couple of things. One is that I already chose to make the buttons red just by customizing the Shopify layout. I mean, that's quite obvious how to do. Change the colors, change the primary buttons. I mean, I'm going to skip these little bits. There's loads of videos on how to do that stuff. I just want to show you how to basically take the product description, which is vertical on the debut theme normally, and we're going to make it horizontal, right? We're going to make it look really nice. I think this looks nice. I think it looks neat. I've used special tricks with the code to organize the pictures, center it, horizontal product description, have these niceties everywhere, just so it looks cool, right? And if you come on it, you trust the website. I've got the color scheme on the go. It looks good in mobile. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, right? And I want you to be successful too with your Shopify store, just with some little tricks and tips. It's not difficult. Let's do it. Now let's try and make the product description section and the product page as good as possible. And we can do this off the debut theme, easy as that. So what we're going to do is make it so that the description is horizontal, and it's so easy to do. The thing is with Shopify, when you pick a plan, they give you 60 minutes, an hour of free design time where they'll play around with your store. But that time I think will get eaten up pretty quickly. And the problem is, as I said, they make you pick a plan first. We want to make all the adjustments prior to a plan being picked while we're on our free trial plan, if that's your current situation. Otherwise, obviously use it. But what I'm saying is, with what I'm going to show you and with the code, we can do it all without having to use their help. So we can just use their help when we really need it, when there's no resources online or none of my videos help. Okay, so I'm going to show you now what to do. If we go to my page, so if we go to my page, what we're going to see is a tab and description on the side. Forget what it's filled with. I just put a load of crap in there. But what you can see here is I've tried using one of these tab apps. I think they can be really good. But what we're going to make sure that's going to happen is that with the debut theme, we're going to have it horizontally. So all you need to do is this, guys. So we're going to go into our code, and all you have to do is go to themes, actions, edit code. And when you come into it, what I want you to do, I want you to come all the way down to the bottom and go to product template. Okay, now this is going to edit the code for our product pages. And when we go here, I want you to search for this, product-single_2 description RTE. And when you get there, all I want you to do is to take this block of code here for the opening div and closing div. I want you to, Command or Control X, pick it up, and then plop it here between these three divs after the second. Okay? And what we're going to do, and what that is going to do is, well, after we've saved it, it's going to make sure that the description on the product page is horizontal, exactly what we want. So it looks good on desktop. So if we go in now and we refresh the page, that's exactly what we've got. We're going to have to configure things a little bit so it fits the whole screen. But as you can see, I think overall it looks a lot better when we come into the product page, especially if they're on desktop. And it even looks better on mobile because straight away you've still got the same tabs. You've got the shipping information and description. So it's always going to look okay-ish on mobile, but this is to make it look as good as possible on desktop. Cool. What I did is I downloaded trust badges. So the app is this one, Vitals Trust Badges. You'll find it in the App Store. Just type in Vitals Trust Badges, and they're pretty good. So what they've done is they've added the trust badges below my add to cart, because the only problem with making the product description horizontal on a product page in Shopify is in a debut theme is you have this gap of white space, which you don't have if it's all going vertically. But of course, you don't want it all going vertically because it looks awful. You've got nothing there on the left. Shopify, not great. But we can obviously make it great. We're going to make it even better and make use of that space. So we're going to start to do it with this app, and we're going to fill in with free shipping, easy returns, money back guarantee. I think that looks nice. It goes in with the color scheme, dark grey, black. So far, so good. Really nice. And then last thing we're going to want to do is, it looks nice, doesn't it? If you come on this website, it's got the logo. We're going to have to sort out the tabs and things. I'm going to show you this after, but I'm just trying to get the main layout right. And then once you've got that, it's just easy on the eye, isn't it? You've got the nice pictures. It comes in line. It's all sort of easy and in line with each other. Looks great. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to find some stuff to fill it. That's like valuable stuff to fill in with this white space, so it all looks nice and congruent. And then we come down here and we're going to have just a really great description and shipping tab. And you're not going to believe, just in such a short amount of time, how professional the debut theme is going to be. Right, now I'm going to show you a couple of tricks. I think that what we could do here is add a couple of bits in. So one thing I want to add in, using inspiration from other websites, is put in a quote mark about just how good our bloody products are. So I'm going to add that quote in, and I'm going to also, I think I could, what I want to do is put a couple of just border lines, just maybe at the bottom. A couple of lines would be cool, I think. So how do you do that, huh? So first, let's start with changing the text. I want the style to be more like my logo. It's a bit boring here. And I want a line underneath it. So to find out where it is, we're going to inspect it. Right click, inspect. We can just do this all day long. Really simple, really quick. So we're going to have a look at it. We're going to see it's the product single title. And if we look here, this is the important part. All of this data, all of these sections are under the product single meta. Okay, so all we need to do is find where that is and find our titles and make our changes. So, without further ado, I can tell you that the product single meta is again in the product template, liquid file. So we want to go in here, we're going to make our changes. Cool. So product title, that's what we said. And how we're going to make the change is we're going to go within the tag and we're going to go style equals quotation marks. And now we can make changes to that title. Now, you don't have to make the CSS changes here. It's called CSS. That's how you make changes to the fonts and the styling of elements, HTML elements. This H1 is a HTML element. So to make the change, we can do it here. It's called inline, where you do it within the HTML element, within the tags, or you can do it in its own CSS file. I actually like to do it here, right within this file, so you know exactly where the changes are. You don't have to do this. You can do it within the file, but there's nothing wrong with doing it like this. In fact, I think with Shopify files, it might actually be easier. But we can cover that another time. Okay, so I've got the code ready, of course. So we're going to just pop it in, save time. So what we want is border bottom, which means there's going to be a border just on the bottom. It's like an underscore, basically. It's going to have a color. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to put in there. Oh, we don't need the quotation marks. And we're going to do this over the whole element. So what it's going to do is it's going to put an underline bar right underneath. And you can save and you can quickly have a look and see the changes immediately. So if we just refresh the page, there we go. We've got an underline under the title. Very nice. We also actually want to put one here. That's where I meant to put it. It's the same thing, exactly the same thing. We save it. We're going to see the changes. What I also want to do is change the fonts. I've got font family. I'll just do the whole thing. So what you want to see here with the CSS, if you look here, the way we have it is that we go within the quotation mark of the style tags. Then every time we do something like font family equals what we want it to be, we always use a semicolon afterwards, and then that allows us to start with the next sort of styling, such as adding the border. And now the website, for getting all these CSS tricks, if you just think about what you want to say, So you would say, okay, I want to change the color of the title, right? Or the color of H1. Try and use the tags so you can Google it better. I want to change the color of H1. Google it, and it will come up with this website probably. W3 Schools, right? That's all you gotta do. So we're gonna save that, and we're gonna take a look. So here we go. Let's give it the old refresh. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Honestly, that looks so much better already. Oh yeah, and now we're going to add in the quotes, take up a bit of space here. But I mean, look at that, it's so nice. If I don't mind saying so myself. Okay. Okay, I think we're just going to chuck it in here. So we know that here is the title, right? Because it says H1 title. So if we put in this, what I've done is I've just gone a P, which is paragraph, it's smaller than the title. I've given it the color of black, and I've given it the italic, which is the slanted style, and then I've just put in the text. If you ever want to just try this, pause the video and put it in. There you go. Right, and let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, how much better does that look? It looks professional. It looks sort of, oh, okay, this isn't just some crap website. They've paid someone to do it. And we've done all of this in, what, 5 to 10 minutes? All you've got to do is go to the right area of the code. Utilize what Shopify has to the best of your ability. We can easily have an excellent looking website. If you do this stuff and no one else does, you're the one who's going to be able to carry on making profit for longer with a higher conversion rate. That's it. That's what it's about at the end of the day. So do you know what? I'm happy enough as it is with this. We might be able to get a couple of trust badges underneath this, or maybe some information about returns. But what I would do now is I would focus on the description and the rest of the site. So I would take this on board now, and what the next step we're going to do is we're just going to even this out and make it look nice and make the text centered. So we've got the description and we've got the shipping information. And then really, what more can a customer really ask for? Okay, so now I've really made some adjustments to the product description horizontally, and I'll give you a look here. So this is what it looks like in desktop. We've got some nice text, we've got some colors, we've got some images, it's all centered, and we've got a size table. So far, looking pretty good. There's also some information in there for shipping and delivery. It's not completed yet, but just to give you guys an idea. The reason why the size table is also quite large, I might take it down, it's a little bit AliExpressy, is because if we look at it in mobile mode, what we have now is we're going at Joga Clubhouse, got the images, we've got our underline, we've got the text, and then here we go, we've got the tabs as well, and then we've got the text, and it still looks nice, and the size guide's big enough to read. Right, so how I did it is I downloaded Easy Tabs. So another really cheap app with free trial. So we go on Easy Tabs. It's going to work now because we've already made sure our product description is horizontal. Boom, 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 boom. So your default tab is just your product description that you enter in anyway in products. So what I've done is I've changed the header here to features, a little bit more exciting, and then you just simply do it in there. And then all you do is come down here and you add a static tab, which means that tab's going to be there for all your products. And in that, I've added the shipping and delivery, and here you can edit it and put in the stuff about the shipping. But I will leave the thing you can copy and paste in there if you like, and then just change it to whatever you want it to be. But basically, if I just go back now and I show you the default product description, and then we can just make the adjustments there. Because I know what you're thinking, there's quite a bit more real estate now to sort of make it look nice, where we've got the horizontal vision. But you may as well do it, it just looks better. Okay, so what I've done is I've simply added text, a header and text. There's no adjustments there needed whatsoever. Then what I did is I had a series of images that I wanted to upload. Now, if you look at how Indestructible have done it. They've got their tabs, they've got some text, and then their images are lined up nicely, and they've got a bit of text underneath them. If you want, you could just really quickly edit the images and add the text just like this in a software like Canva, where I created the logo. It doesn't take a lot of time. But then what you're really thinking is, oh shit, I've created it, but how am I actually going to put it on the store, right? How am I actually going to make it look nice? I can do with this all day long. It doesn't take very long to do, but I need it so it's going to sit there nicely and not pay someone loads of money to do it, possibly. I mean, sometimes it's worth it, but still. So what you do is we upload the images. So all I did was upload them one at a time. I clicked whatever, edit image, upload, upload, upload. Then what I did is I went in show HTML code. And within show HTML code, I've sorted the images 1, 2, 3, 4. And they were all within this H2 tag, which is like a header tag. It's a bit unusual, but whatever, it's how Shopify do it. And all I did was did this old style tag again. Style equals quotation mark, text align, center. And what that does is it centers all the images, right? So it looks neat, just the way Indestructible had it. Cool. So that's as simple as that. Once you've done that, you can just center the other size table image, and it looks really good. Like, it looks nice. I mean, you can keep on adding bits to it, but what I'm just trying to show you guys is all we've done is literally made these small adjustments to the code, and the website looks outstanding compared to how just Shopify default theme normally looks. Now, the reason for this is because we want to increase our conversion rates. Some of these conversion rates could be the difference between literally having a store or not having a store. May as well get it right. So I think really our product page is pretty much ready. We can get this out there and start seeing what our conversion rates are like. If they're not okay, we can make small adjustments. But we do know, if you honestly arrived at this site, you have to ask yourself, would I buy anything from it? Would I? Like, and if you can say, actually, yeah, I think it looks pretty cool, I might do, be honest with yourself, then you're okay. If not, then you've got to change something. I'm okay-ish with this site. There's still a couple of things I'd change, but I think I would trust it. And now for the homepage. Now, the thing is, what you'll notice is as you start to market the product, very few people will come on your homepage. But if you want a long-term business, which obviously I suppose all of us want, then you're going to need to have a really excellent homepage. But what you can do is, for those few people that do go to the homepage, you can be sure they're doing it because they're interested. They're like, actually, I want to check if these guys are legit. So those are the people that you can really up your conversion rates. It's worth spending some time to make it look nice. So what we do is, I think, have similar image, cool background as I've got, simple text. And what I've done here is I've just got a really simple thing going on. So we just have our main header, banner, have an image and a bit of text over the top. Second section, we just have an image with text. And I've just got, keeping with the white background, another image of the hoodie. And I just want to say, hey, these are our 3D hoodies, perfect for Halloween. Because to be honest, that is just being honest. That's what we sell at the moment. So cool. And then I'm actually adding the product too, just to finish it off. Unfortunately, it does have the description going down the side, but that's not too bad here for the homepage, I don't think. What we can do is, and I'll probably make a follow-up video on this, is once we start selling, and I will actually show this store in action, what we'll do is then, when it works, we spruce up the homepage, and I'll show a few more tricks and techniques just to give it that edgy look. And it will involve sort of having a banner, having some 3D graphics, trying to do it quite similar to how Indestructible have got it with their layout. So you may look at this and think, crap, how have they got that? They've got the elements on top of the images and things like that, and they've got the button links. And this is going to take a long time to do. They've got it so it's all lined. But as I've already showed you, just with some little tricks with the code, we can easily do this. All you have to do really to get this done is you have one image, another image, and another image. There's 3 images, and you can create them on like canvas so they look like this. We stick them together using some code, and I'll show you. And then all we do is add some links to the right page with the buttons. It's very, very doable, and we will do it. But as I say, I think it's enough today to sort of get the product page looking nice, get the home page looking quite nice, and then what we can do is absolutely we'll come back to it and really change it. But I think as it is, we can basically do well with it just still looking a bit edgy and cool with the same sort of colour scheme, the reds, the black and the white, which is what I've chosen. And I think you'll choose to. I can't choose the colour scheme for you, but I would say it doesn't matter as long as the two colours go together, like black and red go together, white and black go together. Lots of colours go together. Blue and yellow, don't use blue and yellow, but blue and yellow do go together. I think that's that. And let's get started. The last couple of things I'm going to touch on are the last sort of pages to add to the header and footer, such as about us, terms and conditions. We'll have a couple on the header, sort of just about us and contact. And then at the end, we're going to have add in the terms and condition and things like that. And we'll also get rid of this horrible little powered by Shopify thing. But once we've done that, as a whole, as a site, we're looking good and we can get started. Cool. I'll quickly go over this in case you guys didn't know, but which is adding the pages so we can put them in our navigation bar. So all we do is we go to pages first. Down here on the left, we click pages. We click add a page, of course. And then we do it. We're going to put about us, and then you just fill it in with crap. I'll leave it empty for now. You can find stuff online, or you just obviously it's going to have to be about your business. I think just add about us, and then add a contact us, and that's pretty much enough. And then what you want to do after you've created them is you want to go to navigation. Go to navigation, and we'll go to main menu, and then we just add whatever it is. We just click add menu item, and then we found what it is. We're going to call it about us, and then if we click link pages, we've created about us, and that's what it's going to say. Cool. Oh, and it's the same for the footer. It's exactly the same. You create the page, and then you link it coming off the footer menu. So that's all you got to do, and then you're sorted for your pages on Shopify. Review of where we are at. I've added in the pages and the links. We got the about us, just some information. I could chuck an image in there as well. I probably might do. I've changed the footer as well, added the refund policy, terms of service. I've made it a bit funny. Joker links, please wear the Joker responsibly. So, you can add all these extra little things in. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's just a few seconds each. And I think we're ready to rumble. There's the last thing that we have to do. So to get the purchase, which is important, is we have to now make some changes on the other pages towards checkout. So now as we go from the product page and we click add to cart. So now we're going to go to the cart page. So it's already got our logo and it looks quite good still. It's still pretty cool. If we go to mobile, we still got the black and red theme. So it's still cool, it's still nice. And then if we do sort of checkout, let's have a look and see what it looks like. Okay, so the checkout, it doesn't look that great. Then this is the bit which we need it to look great. I mean, don't we? This is when we're taking their money. So first things first, we need to change the colouring and get our logo on there. Absolutely. No, not the background image, but let's absolutely get our logo ASAP. Joker Clubhouse. Or whatever your logo is. Get my bloody huge head out of the way. Okay, then that's not good, is it? Look at the size of that. Or is it this one? Let's see what it says. Okay, now that's a lot better. There we go. Already much, 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 much better. You can't really change the checkout page's code unless you've got the upgraded version of Shopify, but you don't necessarily have to. We've done a lot of the legwork. What we just want to do now is get the logo on there and then change this blue coloring to red or black. We'll see both. It has its own section here in theme settings. Check out. Yeah, we've got the logo. That's fine. Don't think we'll go for a background image. We could try it. We're sort of limited in what we do. Things first. Get rid of that. That blue. God. There we go. There we go. Okay, button red as well? Yep. Definitely. Definitely. It's the Joker Clubhouse. That's how it is. Let's save that. Okay. So you see, all we have to do here is just keep in the minds of the customer that the colours are still flowing. Let's see what it looks like on desktop as well. So I think my laptop's overloading with all the videos I'm taking. So many videos. Okay. It looks good. Just because of the logo. Look at the logo, it's nice, if I'm allowed to say that. I think I am. Okay, we can change the Roboto. Come on. It takes ages to guess this stuff. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're going to have that. Let's try it on both. Yeah. Yeah, save that. You see, with just these small changes, how things can change, how it can be done. It works because it fits in with the rest of the website. Return to cart. You're like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I get this. This is nice. That's in the minds of the customer. Perfect. Yes. That's it. That's it. We've got it. Right. Now I've shown you the tips, okay? Get the style, get the continuity throughout the website. We've made those changes and those edits to the codes. Because of the marketing, people are going to land on the product page, then go through these steps to a purchase. But if we really want to step up our game, we change that home page and we make it look really nice. We have some graphics in there, or just some images just laid out nicely in a cubicle way, as we saw with Indestructible. Now, what we're going to do is probably touch on that on a separate video after seeing some results of the marketing from the Joker Clubhouse. Well, let's get this started then. Thing I'm going to touch on just quickly in case you didn't know. I know really my video was supposed to be about how to style the website and how to change some code and just get things looking beautiful. But don't forget, connect your existing domain, remove the password, and also change your email that you signed up with, because this is the email that customers are going to receive and they're going to be messaging you. So I've made that mistake before where I've had my name in my email and it's not good because it was my first store and it grew really quickly, but I made loads of mistakes and then everyone knew it was me who made those mistakes basically, and I had none of the can't say that word, but yeah, I couldn't get the word out, but I was no longer anonymous, which is a great thing about the internet. All right, okay, cool.